fox, which is the tallest bird you've ever seen. Today, I'm going to talk about a bird that can run fast, but sadly cannot fly. If you guess ostriches, you are right. Let's talk about ostriches.
So my name is Liam Kibetonoya. I'm grade 3 at Strathmore School, and this is how I rate my trip to the ostrich farm in Kitengela. So when we arrived, we first started looking at the eggs, and then we were told the eggs hatching how many months? 2 months. So now after that we went to look at them. So we looked at the 1 month old ostriches, the 2 month old ostriches, all the way to the 1 year old ostriches. After that, we rode this ostrich called Bob. And then after that, there was a play area. And then now after that, we went for lunch, played some football. And then now we went back to the bus. And then now we came back to school.
So when I got to sleep, I was told that we were going to Kitengela Ostrich Farm. So when we arrived at school, we were told to go to class. And then after that, we were told not to make noise, because if we were making noise, we were told we were not going for the trip.
Hi, my name is Dylan Tuku, and I am going to tell you about the trip to the ostrich farm. First, when we reached the ostrich farm, we were told to line up in our different teams and also in our age group. Then after that, we are going to hold the eggs, which were very hard and a bit heavy. Then we are going to see the 1 month old ostriches. We were told that we cannot differentiate male and female of the ostriches when they are 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and 4 months and 5 months.
First, when I reached school, I put my bag in the assembly point. I went to play. Then Mr. Macau came. He told us to go to class. When it came to the time when we were leaving, we waited in the line. The people who are home lunchers went first. Then the people who are school lunchers made a line to get their school lunch before they go to the bus. And then when we reached to the area, we went there, we explored with an instructor, and when we saw them, each one of them was getting bigger than the previous one. Then next it was time for us to go play. We played in the playground.
When I lined up, we were told to follow the instructor. Then after that, when we followed the instructor, we were told to touch the egg. 2 were empty and 1 had yolk inside. Then after that, when I touched it, it was hard. Then after that, I went and touched the 1-month-old ostrich. Then I moved to the 2-month-old ostrich till I finished up to the 5-month-old. Then after that, we went to see the mating dance. Then after that, we went to see more ostriches. Then after that, we went to ride the ostrich. The people who never wanted stayed at the playground. Then after that, after a few minutes, we went for lunch. Me, William, and Aaron, we were playing a game. So we accidentally missed lunch. Then we ran to the bus. Then after that, we were told to eat our lunch. Then we go and play football.
Then we went to the chicks, and then they told us that the male and female, they can only lay an egg after 2 months. The hatch will come out after 2 months. After that, we rode on a ostrich called Bob. After I rode it, it was enjoying. We went around the grass. There's a playground. Yeah. Then we went to play a bit, and we had lunch, played football, and came back to school.
When the trip started, it got just a bit worse. But then it went a good turn when I touched the eggs. I was pretty happy to find out how they actually are. Then once I met this ostrich called Bob, I rode him, and when I rode him, I felt a little worried for him since he was really tired, and I couldn't let him die from tiredness.
So the first ostriches we saw were 1-month-olds. They were averagely about the height of me or taller. So they were like the same color, brown and black. They were given water, food, and they had a field to walk around and run. The second one we saw was 2-month-old ostriches. They were slightly taller than the first ones we saw, and they were also given the same space to run, to eat, and to drink.
We were told that pink-skinned ostriches are Maasai, and Somali ostriches are blue in color. We saw an ostrich that was called Alfonso, and we were told that it was 18 years old, 18 turning 19 next year. After, we went to see other female and male ostriches. Then we went to see our favorite ostrich called Bobby. We were told about the mating dance to show about that a male wanted to attract a female.
My name is Mr. Ndeda. I want to talk briefly about the importance of a visit our children usually have to different places, but more specifically today it's about the ostrich farm. Now, a trip to an ostrich farm for our boys was not just fun, but again, it's an opportunity for them to learn, to grow, and also to interact with the nature. It enhances their imagination and curiosity. An ostrich is such a huge bird, yet it can't fly. Now, seeing this unusual bird, for example, sparks a lot of curiosity, and just they want to questions, and they always want to know more about how they live, what they eat, and even other things about the ostrich. I mean, they will ask questions, why is it this tall? So this one helps them to enhance their creative thinking ability.
The 17-year-old ostrich we saw was tall. It was the biggest ostrich we had seen yet. And it was in a big field with a nest. And then we walked a bit on, we saw a bit more ostriches and cattle. And we were told that Maasai ostriches were pink in color and the Somali ones were blue in color. And then we saw our favorite ostrich, Bobby the ostrich. We had saw him when we were in grade 1, but that's 2 years ago. So after that, we were told it was time to ride the ostriches. We went to the lounge, we waited there, we made a queue for riding the ostrich.
Some of the things I learned from the ostrich farm is that they do a dance to attract females, and the blue skinned ostriches are Somalis, and the pink ostriches are Maasai's.
I learned a lot about ostriches and I enjoyed most riding the ostrich.
Now, like an example of boys, when they right from grade 1, they can still remember the name of an ostrich called Bobby. I mean, they got so much attached to Bobby, and they really, every time they were looking forward to interact with Bobby. I mean, so out of it, they learn that for sure these things need to be taken care of. They realize that it's not just a wild bird, but again, it should be loved, as just like they consider it to be their friend. So when they went out there, when they came back, they noticed for sure, animals, for sure, birds are actually animals that we really have to take care, just like we take care of our pets at home.
Did you see how much fun we had? We learned so much things about ostriches and why we should not kill our troll friends. I'm Eugene Gituto, and I was your host for today. Bye.